So this is a little bit of a follow-up to my last video. So, I was showing you all things from my ex-Twitter account, and just showing you like the things that would show up in my feed. And some of you are like, oh, but that's your For You, not your following. So I was like, you know what? Let me check to see if I'm getting the wrong vibe, and that, you know, the For You is just a cesspool, but the following filled with people who I followed would be better. And no, it's not. And here are the reasons. Nobody who is of my political ilk, or even close, would pay money to have a blue check mark in order to be verified on X and give any money to Elon Musk. And so, when there are accounts that I am following that do get put into my following column feed, here's the following column right here. Let's see, right there. See, it's over onto the following now, right? What happens is these accounts, they'll repost things, and then only things that the non-paying accounts repost from paying accounts that have blue check marks are the things that show up in my following feed the most. Now, I did see a little bit from the No Hate campaign with like the tape over their face. I did see something from them that cut through all the grossness. But here's one from a guy named Fat Leon 93. I don't remember who this person was, but I followed them for some reason. I followed a lot of people on Twitter that have diverged from where I am politically. But this guy says, you can have private property or you can have Browns, but you can't have them both, right? And like I said in the previous video, there's a lot of shit here that I just cannot post on a YouTube video where I'm just like scrolling without like filtering before I show you, okay? Now, here's the next one is Possum Reviews got through, following, and this is somebody reposted it, and it's just about how Disney remakes with ethnic people are trash, I suppose. Remakes are worthless abominations, and it's a repost from the New York Post, who Possum Reviews reposted, who Fat Leon reposted. But let's see. This is something that Alolzi Apprentice reposted that Yuri Benzov with a blue check mark is saying about some sort of culture war thing and influencing behavior to neutralize opponents with the target population knowing that they're in a conflict, blah, blah, blah. It's shit I would not be engaging in. Let's see. This one was, Jim Jesus. I think I recall that person being part of the atheist community, but now it's Jim Zenith, I suppose. And this is talking about Hassan Piker, and apparently Jim thinks that Hassan Piker did something with the IRA, which I want to say is the Irish Republican Army, but I don't know in this context. I don't know. But the word manifesto is here, and all that. This is more, shitting on the libs stuff. This one is a repost from Fat Leon 69, and it's from Punished MSF with a blue check mark, and it says, "Go be brown somewhere else." This is not shit that I would want. But I've seen a few of these ads for Keurig too, like weird Keurigs. And I suppose I do like a lot of coffee, but let's see. This is more... Craig D. Mansfield reposted this. That's the person I'm following, but the blue checkmark Yeet guy is the one that is making it through to my feed, and in this way he's talking about Hassan Piker again and saying Taylor Lorenz caught simping and sweeping for Hassan again. This is not shit I'm interested in, okay? Next. Tex Americana with a check mark, reposted by Craig, who I used to follow back in the day, I suppose. Refugee from Afghanistan opens fire on police officers while at a traffic stop. You know, to prove to people that, you know, brown people, when they're refugees, they're bad people. This one is DK Shadow reposting Laura Loomer, and then the very next thing is DK Shadow, and it's Jean-Francois Gariepi. I know who both of those people are. Not people who I necessarily want to be following, but they're going to show up in my feed because somebody who used to be somebody who I like to follow is now reposting things, but like their real posts I don't see. I just see the reposts of the shit, because only things with blue check marks will go through unless somebody without a blue check mark reposts a blue check marks thing, and then it shows up into my feed, even if I'm not following the blue check mark guy that's getting reposted into my feed. Let's see. Kazoom reposted. This one is Annie with a check mark. Annie for Truth. This is something about a MAGA guy. And then, I think I was hate following Milo Yiannopoulos, so he shows up there. And that's my fault, because I was hate following him for a while. But that's him with his own post getting through. And that's because he pays for a blue check mark. So that's one person that I used to hate follow. Let's see. Ethan Ralph reposting, and it's a blue check mark from Right News about Riley Gaines making a lot of Coca-Cola money, pretending to be anti-soda, and more money than Shiloh Hendricks. I do know who Shiloh Hendricks is. That's the one who has made like $75K plus for the fundraiser to help her move because she called a little kid an N-word on a playground, and like all these white supremacists are donating like $20 every fucking 2 minutes on her Give Send Go account. So yeah, I know that one. And so apparently we have to point to somebody on the left who's bad named Riley Gaines, who I don't know what they did, but you know, might be interested in figuring that out later. Let's see. Craig D. Mansfield again reposting, and it's Cabrutus with the blue check mark, you know, getting through. And so only things where people will pay the money to get the blue check mark because they're okay with Elon Musk getting money from them are getting through into my following feed. Hatred 42, who Robert Wallace, I used to talk with him a lot. He's no longer on YouTube, but I think he's on Rumble, and he still has an X account. Hatred 42 reposted, and the person with the blue check mark is DK, American flag, Eagle, American flag. And it's my stance on gun control, and it's just like proper posture. It's a joke on the word stance. It's not that deep, but getting through because it's reposting a person with a blue check mark. Let's see. Yeet reposted by Craig. Cool Hand James reposted by Craig. And I don't know in what world this can't be seen as racist, but it's about Hassan Piker, and he says, total cockroach death. And I think that's talking about Palestinians, maybe Muslims in general. Hassan Piker being somebody who is of Arabic descent and also a supporter of Palestine. Keemstar, who I used to follow. This is actually Keemstar. Used to follow just for the drama. Drama alert, right? Apparently Keemstar has blue check mark. Drama alert doesn't. It's the same person's content, but he's talking about Hassan. And then Craig Mansfield says, or he's reposting something about Asmongold, but the blue check mark is to go supreme. But anyways, it's still like not Craig's stuff. It's the stuff that he's reposting that's showing up in the feed. Craig reposts Shamu, and Shamu is a blue checkmark person saying Hassan has been banned on Twitch. Here's one of these. This used to be a person named Langerhans Isles, and it's like if there are psyops out there were a lot of skeptic accounts that used to almost operate like bots. They're faceless and all that. Now this one is renamed to Albumin. What I've noticed is a lot of them kind of turned politically, and so I need to thin these out. But this one is Albumin now. Used to be Langerhans Isle, and he's posting a GIF saying, "Hey, where are the white women at?" And the context there is, I never see white people in public anymore. A post from somebody with a blue check mark. So I guess maybe this person, since he's reposting the blue check mark person, Ray, who never sees white people in public anymore, that's why his GIF is getting through. And that might be the trick of forever. If I want my content to be seen on X by the people who are following me, I just need to repost something from somebody who has a blue check mark and then add my narration to that. But still, then the blue check mark people are driving the conversation rather than something that's just coming from me, spontaneously. Not the same site that I signed up for. Next, we've got Craig reposts another one from Rothbus with a blue check mark. And this person says, well, he's got a picture of someone on the left saying the term obese is a slur, violent, dehumanizing, yada yada. And then this Rothbus person is saying, obese, please. Right there. Let's see. Focus. There you go. Obese, please. Like, a different word that usually is in place of that. Not the kind of content that I usually like. Let's see. Socialist Planning Beyond. I followed them, and this is actually a post that I would have liked to have seen. It's like, no intelligent species destroys its own ecosystem. It's got a little orangutan on a burnt piece of wood, I guess. A little tree trunk, and he's hugging it. That one I would have liked. The one right under it is Craig reposting another person who has a blue check mark who then ends up in my feed. Socialist Planning Beyond also has a blue check mark. Apparently they gave in and bought it. Let's see. This is Hazel Appleyard, who has a blue check mark, but is being reposted by Craig D. Mansfield, and the person who I actually followed. And this is just, talking about Dylan Mulvaney, because we got to talk about that all the time on the right. I'm not someone I ever really follow, somebody who has left-leaning tendencies. But right below it, DK Shadow reposting, and it's JD Vance who has the check mark. And if you know me, you know that I'm not following JD Vance at the fuck all. So I think I've proven that it's not just my For You column. It's the following column that's fucked as well for me. And yeah, my friend Haas just sent me like a whole bunch of recipes for how to fix it, like finding your preferences and like just deleting them all, and then going in and thinning out the herd with who you're following and all that. But here's the thing. When a site makes changes very fast and very rapidly, such as this X has, you're going to lose a lot of people. You're just going to lose people if you lose their attention for a minute and they go find something better to do, right? And that's what happened with me. I found that I don't need to be connected to all of that and never found my way back to my people. And so my people left, I left, just a few stragglers left behind, but they're basically, they're on what to me is a dead site. It's just dead to me. I'm reminded of when my brother was an IT professional working for a very large insurance company, and he told me that every minute that their website was down, they were losing $1 million. And it might not have been right away during that minute, but the residuals from the people who did not sign up with them for insurance, every minute that they lost of their website being down was $1 million to them over time. And shit your pants like this with Elon Musk fucking up Twitter and turning it into X and then changing all the fucking rules, you're gonna lose people, and it lost me. So that's my follow-up. I hope you guys understand that it's not just my For You, it's also my following that is fucked, and you understand one of the mechanisms why it's fucked is because people who I would follow, if they repost shit from blue check marks, that shit ends up in my feed. Regular blue check marks end up in my feed, but nobody who's a real fucking person who I would hang out with or have a drink after hours with is on there with a blue check mark posting and, having a conversation with me. I can do without Twitter, X, or anything else by Elon Musk.